The Southwestern Athletic Conference announces their baseball tournament seedings and opening round matchups. The SWAC has announced the seedings and first round matchups for the upcoming 2022 SWAC Baseball Tournament, slated to be held May 25th, 29th at Regions Field in downtown Birmingham. Alabama State clinched the Eastern Division #1 seeding after completing the regular season play with a 21-8 record. They were #2 in the SWAC with home runs. They pounded 48 home runs and with a team batting average of .294. ERA second in the SWAC with 5.21. The #2 seed in the East was Florida A&M University, followed by #3 seed Bethune-Cookman. Jackson State claimed the #4 seed, rounding out the teams from the Eastern Division that claimed tournament berths. Both newcomers from the MEAC into the SWAC, the FAMU Rattlers and the Bethune-Cookman Wildcats, finished 19-11 and second and third in the East. FAMU had a 5.39 ERA, which was third in the SWAC. One of the things I found out in researching the tournament play, some of these teams in the SWAC beat some pretty good opponents. Bethune-Cookman beat Youngstown State early in the season 3-1. They beat JU 4-3, beat Stetson 4-0. They lost a close one to LSU 7-8 and lost a close one to University of Florida 2-3. They had the #1 ERA with a 5.01. Now, when you go over to the West, in the Western Division, Southern Jaguars claimed the #1 seed after completing regular season 21-9. Grambling claimed the #2 seed, while Prairie View enters the tournament in the West, #3. Texas Southern clinched the #4 seed in the Western Division, wrapping up the Western Division teams to clinch spots. Southern, they led the SWAC in home runs. In home runs allowed, their pitching gave up 64 home runs. Texas Southern, #4, they had 320, first in the SWAC batting average. Stole bases like stealing was an honor. 257 attempts, they stole 220. They should have been arrested just walking in a place because they were going to steal everything. They ran and kept running. You have to keep them off the bases if you're going to win, because a walk to them is like giving them a triple. Prairie View finished third in the West. They beat New Mexico State 7-6 regular season and Texas A&M Corpus Christi 5-4. Grambling finished second in the West. They had a close game earlier in the year. Mississippi State, they lost 1-2. Grambling was #1 in home runs. They pounded the ball. They clubbed 55 home runs, scored 504 runs. Their pitching, now that's the problem. 7.10 ERA was the pitching staff for Grambling. To have a shot, Grambling's going to have to outscore you, is how they figure they're going to have to win. The best ERAs were all in the Eastern Division. The top 4 teams were all Eastern Division teams. 4 of the top 5 fieldings were in the Eastern Division as well. What does that tell you? It said the teams in the West can hit it. The teams in the East play a little bit better well-rounded baseball. But one thing you know is in the SWAC tournament, you never know how it's going to go. But stay tuned to INSiiGHTS for updates as we try to keep you apprised of what's going on in the SWAC tournament. Wednesday games. Game 1, FAMU versus Prairie View, 9 in the morning. Game 2, Grambling State versus Bethune-Cookman at noon. Game 3, Southern versus Jackson State, 3 o'clock. Game 4, Alabama State versus Texas Southern, 6 o'clock. But the championship game is on Sunday, Game 13, lucky 13 for somebody, 12 o'clock. All games Central Standard Time. This is Insight, SWAC Insight. This is Mickey Clayton, the coach.
So far in the SWAC tournament. This one sends a charge to deep left. Belton going back at the wall. What a play.
Going to land. Nobody can anticipate this.
And there it is. There it is. New life for Southern University. Burgos exit. 4 hits so far in the SWAC tournament.